Heartbreaks can be so painful, chaotic, disruptive, destructive, and in that, many homicides are actually committed by the significant other. I wonder how it feels when your fiancé or ex-fiancé announces that they're moving away out of the picture completely. They have a new life, a new job, a new car, and they're taking your dog that you share. How does that feel, I wonder, to know that everything you plan, your entire future, is changing in the blink of an eye? Between texts and calls, Jack D. received 10 from the 2 victim girls, Kaylee and Maddie, prior to their murders that night. And to this day, I've never heard tell of anybody saying that Jack D. checked on the victims, not even following up to see why they called 10 times. I've always wondered, where was Murphy for those missing 8 hours until noon when 911 was called? How come we don't hear about that? Had someone already claimed the dog that morning? Brian Kohberger's only alibi is that he was driving around in the area late at night. He didn't even say in the area, just at night, alone, with his phone off. Interesting. Jack D. lives, 2 houses away from his ex-fiancée, recently ex, and he says he slept through the night. I do not claim what I share is factual. I am sharing my intuitive vision with you. I encourage you to do your own research and form your own opinions. With that, let's do an intuitive reading on Jack DECOUER in the Idaho case. Let's see what Jack D's reading reveals. In his pre-shuffle, he got the Justice card, which is about evening out. It's balancing something. It is an 11, and it happens to be also your twin, right? A reflection of oneself, which is the 11. Some people will get the Justice card when in their concept, they see something as just, even if it's really revenge. Somebody feeling they need to even out the score. I'm not saying that's true, but the rest of the pre-shuffle is very revealing that he had a very chaotic storm brewing, either external or interior. It doesn't sound like he had a lot exterior showing. It was more or less something, I believe, buried within. That's the Ascended Master's message. It happens to be a 42, which is the root of a 6. That's all about that Virgo energy. It's pulling within, trying to find out what's best for you. And you can see we have this lightning bolt coming through. Reminds me of almost a tower moment. Next, we go into the Ancestors' message. Jack D's energy shows me a crystal cave with the word trust. And it's like very focused on trust. Was there some chaotic behavior around him that made him question his trust? Remember, I am asking his energy at the time that the Idahofour were taken. So I find this very interesting as we lead into his current energy. How is Jack D after the fact? At the time of this read. There it is. Wow. He has the 1111 card. Again, it's an 11. All about that reflection of oneself. You can see the 2 mated doves. Destiny. I find that strange. You know, he will have, at this point in his current energy, he lost his ex-fiancé, right? And had she not been murdered, according to her family, they feel she would have still married Jack D. Let's continue. What is the blockage for Jack D? 10 of Wands, burdens. I wonder what his burden's for. Right? How did he have so many burdens? Let's continue. At the time of the actual taking of the Idaho-4 lives, what was the influence with Jack, if any? Did he have an influence? 7 of Pentacles, time invested. Well, he's invested. This is the investment card. So he has some influence invested, according to my read, of course. Just a humble opinion. Remember, it's storybook, tarot. Let me understand the root cause of why his influence is time invested. 6 of Swords, travel. Somebody's moving. Well, Kaylee is. Kaylee is about to start a whole new life. She's completed her cycle, if you will, at college, and she's got a new job and a new car, and she's no longer involved with Jack D. She's single. She's moving forward. So the root cause of his chaos, his internal storm, and the reason he's getting the Justice card is 6 knives, which in the tarot, this truly does mean travel. Somebody moving away. What is the past influence that brings him to this moment? 10 of Swords, betrayal. He feels betrayed. That's that inner storm. This is 10 swords in your back. In your back. You feel betrayed. Your trust is shattered. Your entire future that you have banked on is walking out the door and headed to Texas. The near future for Jack. 2 of Swords, a decision. A decision. That's how he faced life. What is he going to do? It's a lot about swords, isn't it? I don't even want to count the swords that he's had so far, but if I just add up 10 of Swords and the 2 of Swords, that's 12. And then the 6 of Swords, we've got 18 swords. What is Jack's perception of the Idaho-4? Masterwork. 8 of Pentacles says mastership. Something done in high quality. Something thought of and planned out and secured and done with intent and done precisely and successfully. I'm just giving you card meanings. Outside influence for Jack D. 5 of Cups. Regret. What could have been. Look at what we could have had. You know, it's a vision of perceiving the future in an attached way to the outcome, and then it getting shattered, and your reality goes bust. You don't know what way is up. You don't know what way is down. She's even taking the dog Murphy. There's a lot of regret here. All right, let's dig into the action needed for Jack. Jack D, what do you need to do to bring justice to the Idaho-4? 4 of Cups. This is literally a feeling of apathy. It's overlooking an opportunity. Don't overlook the opportunity. There is an opportunity to be had. I'm not sure what it is. Let's get the little better qualification of the 4 of Cups and the action needed. More swords. Get out of your head. That's the opportunity. This is locking yourself in a mental prison, right? Putting 8 swords around you, blindfolding yourself. When all you'd have to do is step out amongst those swords. Use the sword to cut the bindings and walk away. But you choose to stay locked in your head. And the opportunity is here to cleanse yourself, right? What was the true outcome for Jack D? Why did Jack D not respond to check on the girls? Three of Swords. Because of heartbreak and betrayal, and somebody did somebody dirty. He feels like somebody did him dirty. And I don't know if that's the person that took his girl, or if that's that he did them dirty. Let's get a little better understanding. Clarify if this is Jack D's energy of committing the Three of Swords. The Hanged Man, get a new perspective. Oh, get a new perspective. Give me one more card. Two of Wands, stuck. He wanted her stuck. And clarity is here. He wanted to keep her stuck. He couldn't lose her. Wow. Jeez Louise. All right. I always ask for a blessing for all the victims and the victims' loved ones, whoever that truly is. And with that, it also tells me what's coming next. Wolf Instinct. Oops. Wolf Instinct. This person, I feel, acted alone, and I feel like they did this through their own instinctual hunger for justice. I truly do. Let's just see what that other cave sanctuary. Remember, allegedly, it was either Kaylee or Maddie or Xana that Dylan Mortensen heard say, there's someone here. How they already know how to get in the house. With that, I pray for justice for each of those individuals. Xana, Ethan, Maddie, and Kaylee. I thank you for tuning in with me. I also thank you very much for liking, subscribing, sharing, or even commenting. I greatly appreciate you. And I love you to the moon and back until I read for you again.